friends, Dr. Heather here, on my way to an event, but just thought I'd pop in here. I get a lot of questions about this privately. I thought I'd go publicly about this. So I know a lot of people, women out there and men too, struggle with managing their weight, especially as it comes into summertime. People want to put on swimsuits, or maybe they're managing their weight and want to lose 5 or 10 pounds of fat, whether it's for a wedding or an event. Hey Justin, thanks for popping on. Today I'm going to talk about something super important. So many of you knew I was an athlete growing up in high school and in college. I know it's super bright here in Kansas. So something important that you don't know, that if you're a person, especially like me, who is an above knee amputee, we have to manage our weight very, very specifically. Before I was an amputee, if I wanted to have a piece of pie, go out with friends, or heading over to my high school reunion gathering, it would be an easy thing for me to do, just run some extra miles throughout the week so I could have maybe some fries, or maybe just, keep myself in ketosis, or maybe just go low carb for the night, have a drink, have a glass of wine, have it be a gin and tonic, things like that, being real with you guys. But now that I was been in a wheelchair for the last 5 years and now in a prosthesis, there's no wiggle room. Yes, in a wheelchair, there's definitely wiggle room. You can gain 50 pounds and still be in a wheelchair. But when you're in a prosthesis, and hopefully you guys can see my leg here, there is no room for it. 2 to 3 pounds is about all you have for wiggle room in a prosthesis. Because then it will not fit. So again, hopefully you guys can see this. This is the top of my socket. I do not wear it in the car, so my thigh goes right in here. This is the outside for my thigh. This is right down to my knee is right here. So with that being said, it's like your best fitting pair of jeans, so you can't gain more than 3 or 5 pounds. So how do I do to manage that? So, I talk a lot about intermittent fasting. Dr. Ralph and I, who is here driving, I'm not driving, so don't worry about me. I'm not driving and talking. Intermittent fasting every day. I try to do a 1 day a week OMED, which is a 24-hour fast. And then once a month, I do an extended fast, or we call it the reboot. And I'm so excited that we have this reboot kit before. Because talking fasting, so the heart's there, and Val and Heather, thanks for popping on. And Dory, good to see you there. So before the reboot kit, I would try to do this either with bone broth, and be very, very particular with bone broth. It didn't have too much protein in it. I would do some fermented greens as well to make sure I'm getting some trace elements, some magnesium, some potassium. Again, making super sure that I'm staying in ketosis, staying under about 200 calories, under about 15 grams of protein. So when I would do an extended fast, I never could do a water-only fast just because I needed the electrolytes and the minerals. Yes, pink Himalayan sea salt. So to do a 60 to 72 hour fast, I do fermented greens, I do some bone broth, then exogenous ketones came around. So then I would do a half a serving of exogenous ketones 4 times a day. I do some bone broth throughout the day, and then only use fermented greens or some electrolytes. Now we have the amazing reboot kit that I can actually use. This reboot kit that has exogenous ketones. It has a bone broth that is very low in protein, because we all know that protein requires insulin. Too much protein in a fasting situation, as Dr. Fung talks about, and I love Dr. Jason Fung's research, too much protein, as we know, requires insulin, can actually take you out of ketosis. So I love Prove It's bone broth, which is infused with beta hydroxybutyrate, so more ketones, again, some more amino acids, also some extra minerals in there as well. Again, some additional calcium, some additional magnesium, because we lose a lot of electrolytes while we're actually detoxing, or naturally detoxifying during the 60 to 72 hours and getting our body into autophagy. So for me, this is a great way to stabilize and make sure that I can keep my leg in my prosthesis when I want to walk with 2 legs, and making sure that I do manage my fat and protect my lean muscle mass. And that's another really important thing, because before, if you're not in ketosis, and then when you're making that shift happens from glucosis, I like to say that word, into ketosis, when you're making that ketogenesis happen, you can often lose some lean muscle mass. And as someone who was in a wheelchair for years and then coming back out and walking and trying to protect lean muscle mass, I want to make sure that that myostatin is actually turned on, so I protect my lean muscle mass while I'm actually losing that fat and naturally detoxifying. Because again, 2 to 3 pounds is all it takes for me not to be able to wear my prosthesis. And it seems like, I'm sure every day there'd be a day where you would want to walk and want to be able to put on your leg. Well, I'm the same as for many people wearing prosthesis. And it's not like you can just go, hey, I have another leg, I'll just wear my other pair of jeans. So ladies, I'm talking to you, you got your skinny jeans, your fat good, your feel good jeans, that time of month jeans. Well, we don't have that type of prosthesis, especially if you're an above knee, because it comes all the way up to your hip and all the way up to your groin. So you don't have a chance to actually have that weight. You've got to keep it in a very, very small window. So I use, again, intermittent fasting every day and OMID once a week, and I do a reboot. So I just am popping on here because I do get some questions about that, especially in some of the RSD, the CRPS group, some of the amputee groups, but just want to let you know that we've got about a day and a half that you can get those reboot kits. They're only for sale the first part of the month, and so you do have to have a referral code, so I can share a referral code if you would like to purchase one of those. Again, the advantage is you don't go through the lulls, you don't go through the brain fog, you get instant energy, and you feel amazing. Plus you're getting the additional amino acids, you're getting the protein, the trace minerals. They also have an anti-aging product in there, which is called Signal OS. You're also getting the upgraded Mitoplex, which has some creatinine monophosphate in there, some vitamin D3. So you're covering all those bases that you need, and synergistically they work together so you don't feel hangry during that time. You can be your normal self. You don't have to worry about having, again, those lulls, those up and down, and worry about losing that lean muscle mass. So if you have questions, let me know. And again, a big thanks and a big hearts from our family to yours for all those people who have sent us messages about Christian. He is home, he is doing well, he is getting his pain managed, and he's trying to figure out some ways to sleep. So thanks again for all those lovely messages from you guys. And if you have questions, drop them down below. If you need a referral code to order that reboot kit, you have until tomorrow night, 11 p.m. I guess 11:59 Central Standard Time, but often they run out. Let us know. But I just thought, you know, we're heading to a little gathering for our high school, and thinking, gosh, this is a day I want to wear my legs so I can sit up and talk with people. But thank goodness I know how to keep that weight in, because before, again, I would go get on the treadmill and run a few miles, or go work out, do an extra workout this week so you can actually put your skinny jeans on or whatever you want to wear. Well, that's how you have to do it with a prosthesis. You don't have any options to do that. So how do you do it? You do it dietarily. Love using the ketones, the ketogenic diet, for so many amazing reasons, not just for cognition reasons, but also for help managing your lean muscle mass and for your fat weight. So you guys have an amazing Friday, and we'll be seeing you soon.